Good morning from Tokyo vlog. Today we may be stuck in Japan again, but at least I get to wake up to this beautiful view. We've been trying to fly standby for 2 days now, but it does not look good today. So 90% chance we stay another day here. I may need to work remote for work tomorrow, which is like tomorrow middle of the night. But things will be okay. Hopefully we get out tomorrow. Let's just savor this view and pretend like everything's okay. But don't worry guys, everything is okay. I'm going to go to the gym and then we will probably go to a museum after that. This trip has been super interesting. I also figured out how to use the cinematic camera. This is sick. I should be using this more often. This is just on my iPhone. But being stuck in Tokyo is not the worst thing in the world. I'm really glad my hotel has a gym. I haven't really been able to work out at all in the last week, but I have the last 2 days because of this tiny gym. It's also good that I know so many exercises and stuff, so I can make do with the hotel gym. Because if you asked me a year ago to figure something out, I would probably just hop on the treadmill. But got a good lift in, then headed to the Family Mart. This is like every man's dream right here. Just wake up, get an energy drink, and some Pokemon cards. Unfortunately, did not get anything good. I then edited all the vlogs I've been working on, and here are my new jeans. Aren't they fire? They're like $200, expensive, but the best jeans I've ever bought. I then did some vision boarding for 2025. If you guys head to the Accountability Club via link in my bio, you can also put yours there. It's a little club community I've put together to really push people towards their goals, and hopefully we all achieve our goals this upcoming year in 2025. And here's today's fit again. Shout out my girlfriend for really helping style me the last year or so. The girlfriend effect is real. Or is it the boyfriend effect? I don't know. We went to the wrong train, but I think now we're on the right track. Huh. Got on the wrong train. That was my bad. But apparently these like yellow brick things are for the blind, which is like only something Japan would do and think of. And these safety barriers as always. New York needs these ASAP. A lot of the buildings that Jacqueline wanted to see related to art or design were closed for the holidays since we are here around the new year. But fortunately, on the brighter side of things, since we've been stuck here, we can see them now. So we went to this Ando/Miyake museum that I think they put together. It's called 2121. It's supposed to represent a vision past 2020, something like that. The exhibition was a little odd. It was called Poop Loop. It was about circularity, but we mostly came to see the actual building that the exhibition was housed in. I don't like reading everything at museums. I think it's a little boring sometimes, but they had a lot of cool stuff here. I think these hourglasses were supposed to represent that there is manual effort needed in circularity. Like you need to turn the hourglass over to start it again. And look at this like POV in the museum. Jacqueline showed this to me, but it was super cool how the staircase aligned like that. Here are just some other shots from the actual exhibition. It had this mini courtyard, which was cool. It's really cool having design knowledgeable girlfriend. She can like teach me about all this stuff that I have no idea what's going on, and it's really interesting. Some of our first dates were at museums as well in New York. I think the MoMA was one of the first, so it's exciting to be able to go to museums, especially in another country, together. There's this izakaya that was unmarked that her cousin recommended. Unfortunately, it was closed, so was this design center that we wanted to see. But there are a bunch of museums/exhibits in this whole area. Unfortunately, the rest of them were pretty much closed. We saw Tokyo Tower from this mall we were at, and I've never seen it before. I honestly thought it would be taller. Maybe we just needed to be closer to it. And then we just walked around this mall. There was this cute little garden, so we sat down to try to make food plans because I was honestly hangry at this point. Hangry or not, though, I will stop at a Pokemon Center if there's one nearby. The restaurant was in Tokyo Station, and Tokyo Station does have a Pokemon Center, and I thought it was really cute. I didn't buy anything because they didn't have the card set I was looking for, but Tokyo Station has so many stores and shops. We ended up at this ramen place my friend recommended. Shout out Explore with Taka on Instagram. And it was gluten free, so we were really happy that Jacqueline could eat it. We then decided that we should maybe try to find some bars nearby because there was nothing really else to do at this hour. But we went down the sketch alleyway and found Bar Libre, which we were looking for. Online, they have this giant giraffe, but they had a bunch of cool cocktails. I got this one here, which was insane. It was an old fashioned. I thought I got a sidecar with it. Unfortunately, I was not supposed to pour that, but I did. I felt really bad after. Apparently, it was just for decoration. And then we found this Jimmy Choo backdrop, so we made a fake ad on my Instagram story. I basically took a picture of Jacqueline here and said, "Thanks, Jimmy Choo, for the great night." We just thought it would be hilarious if we posted that Jimmy Choo. Well, what did we say? Thank you for having us at Jimmy Choo.
They just had us in their park.
We just went to some random park that said Jimmy Choo. So if you think I got sponsored by Jimmy Choo, maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
And you wouldn't know that's real unless you were a real one watching the vlog.
You had to be here. You had to be here. There's also this Squid Games thing that everyone was taking pictures in front of. So Jacqueline walked in and did the same. I haven't seen the second. Is it a season? I don't remember if it was a season or a movie. I haven't seen the second season yet. Apparently it's good. Maybe I will when we get back. Saw this street performer. It was a little odd because he was just playing music. The actual puppet wasn't playing. And saw a cool window car. It looks like a Batman car. We then kind of wandered around aimlessly in circles, but made this master plan that we should, one, find another bar, and then two, go to McDonald's. So that's what we did. We found this like ticket bar where you needed to buy tickets and then use those tickets for drinks, and we did some damage. And then we ended up at the Holy Mecca. It was crazy. We ordered a bunch of stuff and it came out to like $15. We were so hyped. Usually in New York we go to 7th Street Burger, but today McDonald's will do. Alright, y'all, we are back. We got our McDonald's and we stopped at the Family Mart for more drink and Pokemon cards. We'll see if on our last night I stopped for Pokemon cards. We'll see if on our last night we actually get something good.